Hey, it's Sam from Pack Hacker, and in this video we are taking a detailed look at the Satechi Quatro wireless power bank that I've been testing over the course of the last 2 weeks. So let's jump in and check it out. So the first thing that I want to talk about with the Satechi Quatro is the size of it, and it's one of the bigger battery banks that we've tested. But there's a lot of functionality that I'll get to in a second. And since we're Pack Hacker, we're all about traveling as light and as small as possible. I'm gonna pull up some other ones. This is our reigning champ as far as like size goes and packability. This is the Futurista Pixie Mini. This is a 5,000 milliamp battery bank. The Satechi is double the size at 10,000. Here's another one, TG90. I see this one on Amazon all the time, just kind of white labeled. Let me pull up. There's the clutch card charger, which is pretty small. Anchor, this is the 5K magnetic, 5,000 milliamp. Here's a 5,000 milliamp Mophie. It's got kind of this fabric-y feel to it. And then we have this Anchor Power Core Lite 10,000. So the 10,000 here is like kind of the most comparable in size to the Satechi, but you can just even see there's still quite a bit of difference. So the Satechi does boast a lot of features, but it is one of the bigger battery banks we have for 10,000 milliamps. Now there are 20,000 milliamps that are a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger out there. However, the Satechi is pretty big. And this is a max-sized iPhone, and I think it goes relatively well aesthetically with it. It's about the same size as you can see too. So these two go really well together as a pair. I'm going to show you how it charges in a little bit. So let me just get these out of the way, set them off to the side. The one thing I'll say about the design aesthetic and the design language of the Satechi is it's very Apple. They do a lot of very Apple feeling things. However, compared to an iPhone, which feels like solid and glass and metal, Satechi does feel a little bit more plasticky, but it still does feel good in the hand. I'm not sure if that's really helping you. I'm like, it's like this, but it's not like that. But it does feel good in the hand, but it definitely feels a lot more plasticky than an Apple product does. So just taking a look at it and inspecting it closer, this white thing here is for an Apple Watch. That's going to be right on the top. And then we have a button here, which is going to activate the wireless charging and also give you an indication of how charged this thing is. So that's right on the side there. USB-C port, USB-A port. And let me just pull up the wattage for you here as well. So the wireless charging pad here is 5 watts. The new AirPods Pro can fast charge with a 20-watt charger. So just keep that in mind. It's not going to be the fastest solution. However, it's going to be a portable, clean solution that doesn't require a lot of wires. Moving on down, we have the Apple Watch. The Series 7 needs 18 watts or higher for fast charging. That's what I have here. This is a 2.5 watt charger, so it's going to charge a little more slowly. Again, if it's overnight or if this thing's with you, just kind of as a backup, it's not really going to matter too much because this thing itself is portable. You bring it along. It's not like you're plugging it into the wall, waiting like for something to charge before you leave. The idea is that you have this fully charged and you can easily bring that along with you. USB-C is input and output of 18 watts, and then we have 12 watts on the USB-A. So things have definitely gotten faster in recent years. This is a 2020 model, so a little bit old for tech, but I still think it solves a problem very uniquely, especially if you're using the Apple ecosystem. So let's take a look at how that works now. I just have this Anchor Powerline 3 cable here. It's a lightning cable. Gonna plug that right into the 18-watt USB-C charging, and I'm gonna throw my phone right in there. When you see, that'll just start charging up there. So very easy, very clear, simple to understand. Okay, then you have a USB-A there too. I'm not gonna use that. I don't really have a lot of these cables during this demo, but I'm gonna charge 3 devices. So if I double click the side here, what you're gonna see is that blue light come on. I don't know if you can quite see it with the reflection there, but that blue light came on. Let me double tap again, it's off. Let me double tap again, it's on. And yeah, real quick before I forget, this was a recommendation from Joe T in Pack Hacker Pro. So thank you so much, Joe, for recommending this. And I know that Joe's been using it to have a great solution to charge his Apple Watch too on the go. And I think it's really great for that. So once that blue little button there is enabled. That's what's gonna enable this wireless charging pad up on the top here. So I've got my AirPods Pro, the most recent iteration at the time of posting this video. Gonna drop those down, and we have a red LED that comes up. Pull my watch off, boom, and there you go. It's all charging. One of the things that I really like about the watch charger is that typically you'll have to bring the Apple Watch charger, which is just kind of bulky and it only serves one purpose. They do have some like smaller pucks out there I've seen on Amazon with just this little white circular piece. We do have some of those coming in. We're gonna be testing those out. But this is a nice all-in-one solution. And you don't have to have a cable for everything either. So it's a very clean setup. I had this on a trip with me to New York City, and I was wirelessly charging this while I was sitting in my plane seat, which felt like a little extra, but I did like get up and go to the bathroom and like left these AirPods charging right on my seat. It actually wasn't too bad. It didn't slosh around anywhere. I mean, again, the pro of the size of this is that you do have a lot of room here for that wireless charging. So that was really nice. I really enjoyed traveling with it and not having to bring a bunch of cables and just having one little central solution for all of my tech and devices, especially for a short weekend trip. So there you have it, the Satechi Quatro wireless charging 10,000 milliamp battery bank. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.